Mm-hmm. Hello, Jessica. Come on in. Hi, Linda. Get my cards good and shuffled and ready to go. How are y'all? How are you doing? Hello, Deborah. You made it. It's not a replay. Woo! I'm over here like, do I want to go live? I guess so. I'm doing paid card readings tonight. Jessica, that's what we're doing. Hi, Elspeth. How are you? Oh, that's great, Linda. I'm doing fine. I'm fine as frog hair. I'm about to dye my hair brown. My hair's only been brown one time in the last 4 years. How crazy is that? Is that nuts? Yes, Miss Jessica. How come my live isn't popping up on my live? How come my live isn't popping up on my own page? What the hex? How are you guys doing? Did my mom have chemo? No, my mother didn't. My mother had radiation. She only had radiation one time. The first time she had she had lung cancer. Okay, and there was it was about the size of a finger, and it was in the top third of her right lobe. So they cut it out. So she didn't have chemo or radiation for that. And then the second time she had lung cancer was in the other lung, and it was just a spot. So they did what was called cyberknife radiation, where they put a tiny little piece of metal in the tumor and they directed the radiation at the tumor. So she has not ever had chemo. Thank you, Jesus. Knock on wood. Chemo is rough on the body, babe. Chemo is very rough on the body. I'll be praying for you, okay? I refuse to be. That is my natural color, Deb. Can you see it popping out? Brown is my natural color. Y'all ain't never seen my brown hair. Okay, hold on a second. I have a picture. I was looking at it the other day and I was like, man, I kind of miss my brown hair. Hold on. I might even do bangs too. Who knows? So this is me with brown hair. I'm kind of cute. I might do bangs again. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm definitely going to do the brown. I already bought the hair dye. But I've been thinking about it for a while. That's what you mean? Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, obviously my hair's a lot longer in that picture. It's like, whoop, it's all the way down there. But I've been thinking about doing the brown hair for a while. So I'm probably going to do that. It's been years. I've been doing this blonde and purple and pink and blue and all kinds of fun stuff. Elspeth, ask them to do cyberknife radiation because my mom's hasn't come back and it's been over 5 years. Okay? Ask them if they can do that cyberknife radiation where they just, I mean, there's obviously a reason why the subject came up tonight. Just ask them if it qualifies for that. Okay? Yes, Tanya, I was only debating whether or not to, I'm sorry, my nose got super itchy all of a sudden. The only thing I was debating whether or not to do it before or after my trip to Wisconsin, and I'm just going to do it. I'm doing it. But yeah, I've done all kinds of colors, and I feel like I want to go back to my roots, literally. Dad jokes. Oh, dad jokes. Hey, Kevin, how's it going? Going back to my roots. Terrible, terrible, terrible. You have plans? Ooh. Which one? There's one coming up on Tuesday on the western side of Wisconsin, and then there's one on the eastern side on Friday. I will still be in town Saturday and possibly Sunday, Tanya. So if you have a group of friends or family that you would like to have a group reading with, a private group reading, that's something that we could arrange. Okay? After the 12th, though it'd have to be the 13th or the 14th because before the 12th, I'm going to be saving my energy for the show. All right? Setting up camp for the night. Oh, camping. How fun. Hit some heart buttons for me. Ooh, share the love. Hi, Natty. How's it going? Absolutely, Elspeth. Absolutely. I can absolutely give that to you. I think she had to go in like twice, and it was for, I think it was either 45 minutes or an hour and a half. I can't remember, but she had to sit there and they pointed the radiation at it for, I can't remember. It was several years ago, the last time she had it. And I think it was probably 2010. No, 2014 was the last time. 2014. I know it was a while ago. All right. Millston and Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. How's it going? Homeless? Well, you know what? That's okay, Kevin. Because if you're at the bottom, there's nowhere to go but up, right? Honestly, no place to go but up, right? I'm going to Wisconsin. You moved from Jersey? I am actually going to Michigan, but it's for my daughter, so my daughter can visit her friend. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Chemotherapy makes your hair fall out, honey. So, what you need to do, from what I've heard from people who had chemotherapy, uh, keep an ice pack on your head so you don't lose your hair because it fries your hair because your head gets really hot. So, wrap your head in an ice pack so you don't lose your hair. Okay. Renee, I hadn't planned on it. I had planned on doing tarot card readings tonight because I hadn't done them in a very long time. So I felt like tarot card readings. Okay. Hello, Miss Nora. Princess Nora, how are you? I am fabulous. That's right. You get to grow somewhere new. That's wonderful. Hi, Stacy. I'm wonderful. How are you? Thank you for everyone watching me in YouTube land. Give the video a like while you're at it. I appreciate you. I'm looking for my live to share it because nobody is sharing. Sharing is caring, guys. Sharing is caring. So, uh, that's what we're doing. We're doing. For $11, you get 5 cards, and for $22, you get 10 cards. Renee wanted to know about the price, and there's 4 different ways to make your donation in the description box of the video. Why, thank you, Miss Tanya. You're a darling. We are actually doing individual tarot card readings tonight, my sweets. So that's where we at. These are going to be paid readings tonight. It's $11 for 5 cards and $22 for 10 cards. There's 4 different ways to pay in the description box of the video. For people who are on YouTube, you need to exit out of the live chat so you can see the drop down for the description box. But I felt like doing tarot card readings. That's what I felt like. Where's my... Boop. And Ash couldn't be with me tonight because the house that she's, well, not necessarily the house that she's staying at, but she's got really bad cell service right now. Apparently when it's rally time, which it is rally time, and it's been pretty chaotic. I don't even want to talk about it, but I went to half a mile down the road to the grocery store earlier to get some necessities like milk and things like that. And it took me an hour and a half to get there and back, like with traffic, because of the rally, because of the Sturgis bike rally. So it's pretty crazy. I'm trying to stay away from that. They're in the description box, Jessica. If you click on the description box, you'll see there's 4 different ways to pay. There's PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and Zelle. Oh, Stacy, man, there's so many bikes. Like, I haven't even taken pictures because I'm just like, and like the whole town is just, because I live in town. I live in the city, almost downtown. And downtown is just, there's so many tents everywhere, people selling things and food trucks everywhere. And so many people walking everywhere. There's just so much traffic and cops everywhere, and all the prices are jacked up and through the roof for the rally, and you have to pay to park every place. And they have I'll be glad when it's done. And they have specific like rally menus at the restaurants in town, which are really hard to get food. Like, I ordered Domino's last night for me and Emma, and normally they're here within 20 minutes, like food cooked and everything from the time I order. They're usually here pretty darn quick. But last night, I think it took like 45 minutes, and it was just crazy. But the restaurants and stuff in town, like they have really tiny menus during rally week, so it's easier for the cooks to keep up with there's just so much. There's just so much going on. And then they have these concerts and stuff all over outside of town. They have concerts at the Buffalo Chip, and they have concerts at all these different places that are like 5 miles or something outside of town. So once the concerts start, from what I hear, people will kind of spread out and won't be so congested. But today is the actual official first day of the rally. So I feel like there will be more people tomorrow, which means I'm going to be going somewhere else. Yeah, it's an overload of energy just driving through it because there's so much. Like, and we drove by. My daughter was with me. We passed by a motorcycle and there's a woman and she's got pasties on her nipples and that's it. She's just driving around like that, embracing, the biker rally. And Emma was like, "Oh my God." I'm like, "Yep, that's what you're gonna have, naked women. That's why bikers love the rally so much. It's just a big boob fest." That's all they care about. Um, Emma was just like, so I was like, "Oh, sorry about that, Em. It's, yeah, poor kid. Nothing she ain't got though. But okay, so we got donations coming in. So Jessica paid. Okay, I'm gonna write them down in the order I received them. So I got Renee, Ann. Yeah, it's pretty nuts in town, I tell you what. Renee Ann wants 10 cards. And Miss Jessica wants 5. Okay. But yeah, it's nuts out there, dude. Like, whew. And then Tanya, I tell you what though. Tanya wants 10 cards. I mean, it's interesting to be sure, but I'm not really like, and I told Em, I said, "Aren't you glad your mom's not a Renee wants a love reading? You got it, ma'am. Look at your love life. Who is your love life partner? Can I have a first name?" Facebook user. I don't know who that is, but there's 4 different ways to donate in the description box, my love. Partner name. Well, that's why I'm leaving to Wisconsin. That's the reason I'm going to Wisconsin. Sherry Putnam. Okay, Sherry. You're just dating. Are you dating one person? Yes, wear helmet and tops. Yeah, there's a lot of nakedness going on in the streets. And they don't have a helmet law here year round anyway, Elspeth. People are not made to wear helmets in South Dakota, period. I think that would probably piss off a lot of people if they had to wear helmets, I think. Okay, I had 2 cards fall out. Let's see what happens. I'm just gonna move my pad of paper that I'm writing on. And all of my Christus. Once in a while, I see one person not serious. Okay, let's see what the love life looks like for Renee. Cold ass coffee that I'm not gonna drink. I don't want it. I ain't drinking no cold coffee tonight. What was that? I feel like something flipped over. Nope. Just imagining things. Tell me about Renee's love life. Moving forward, please. Renee's love life moving forward. What does she have coming up? Moving forward. That's one. Ooh. Well, I like the ending. Really love the ending. Okay. Let's see what happens in the beginning and the middle, shall we, Miss Renee? The men don't have to wear pasties. Ice cream is the best cold coffee. Want to know who's coming in and who will be long-term personalities, appearance, and person. Okay, let's see what we got here. Well, I didn't see your questions until after all the cards came out. Oh yeah, it jumped out. It jumped out. Look which one it is. That's the last one. So there you have that. All right. Let me see what these cards. I'm sorry, it's a little. All the motorcycles. All right. Hopefully they'll take a break for a minute so I can concentrate. I did say I didn't know how well it was going to go doing readings during the bike. Yeah, they're everywhere. They're all over the place, and the street is right out the window there. Down, I'm on the second floor even. But the first card we're starting with is the Hierophant. I believe, and I'm not going to quote myself here, but that I think this represents Taurus. Now, I don't do a lot of astrology, but I think this represents Taurus, and I'll have to check. But I'm getting, this card, even though it represents contracts and commitments and the spiritual aspect of yourself, it also represents Taurus, I'm pretty sure. But this to me represents you right now. I don't know if you are a Taurus or if you're dating a Taurus. Sherry Putnam. Okay, Sherry, I'll put you on the list. All right. And then the second card I have for you is the Page of Wands. This is why I felt like this card represented you, because the Page of Wands, even though it could represent a young fire sign, to me, it feels like this is your energy right now. This is you just living your life, doing what you think, doing what you want to do. You're Virgo and sometimes see a Gemini. I'll try to keep that in mind because I'm seeing a lot of, there's only 2 major arcanas that I have here. So, aside from the last 2. But I can Google it in a second. But let me get to the meaning of the cards right now. The Page of Wands with the Hierophant right now is really representing to me like your desire for freedom, your desire to be able to do what you want to do right now. Like no strings attached is what I was hearing. It just feels to me like you're truly enjoying your life and where you're at in life right now. And I don't think we should make any kind of commitments to anybody but ourselves right now. Okay. The next one you have is the Page of Swords in reverse with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, because I feel like it almost feels like you have a tendency in the past to give too much or to overthink your relationships, and it causes some issues, some overthinking. Okay. Page of Swords in reverse always reminds me of somebody who thinks too much or overthinks or overanalyzes a situation. 6 of Pentacles in reverse, just somebody who's pouring a lot of energy into something and not really getting a reason for it. There's no reason behind it, but it's like overthinking and creating your own problems, so to speak. Right? Then you have the Moon in reverse with the King of Cups in reverse. What are those cards telling me? Like moving forward, I feel like this causes this tendency that you have to overthink things or to overanalyze things causes you to lose your clarity in the relationships. Like it causes you to, it's like moves and counter moves. I'm seeing this process where you're like, well, I think this is happening. And instead of asking the person, instead of communicating what the problem is or what you think the problem is, it gives you stress. Instead of thinking what the problem is or communicating this with the person, it's almost like you start manipulating the situation. You're coming from a lack of clarity though, because you're triggered by past events. All right. So I feel like moving forward, because you have a tendency to overanalyze, overthink situations, that we should probably look at why that is, right? Get some clarity in your life, because right now your moon card is coming out in reverse. Usually when the moon card is upright, look at her. She's so intuitive, and she's a moon goddess, and she's absolutely in tune with her intuition, and we need to get that worked out. It feels to me right now that there's something clouding your emotions, something clouding your judgment, and it feels like a repeating pattern or something that's already happened in the past. So the next two cards I have for you are the Three of Wands with the Ten of Wands. The Three of Wands came out first, but it's reversed on my screen because it's stupid and backwards on. So it came out like this. So the Three of Wands is about clearly deciding how you want to move forward, clearly deciding which route is going to bring you into the most loving relationship. Like we need to really analyze ourselves here. The guy you're dating is wishy-washy, and he's not the one. He's just not the one. If that man is not standing on the rooftops proclaiming how much he enjoys you, telling you every moment that that is exactly where he wants to be, and appreciating the hell out of you and trying to spend time with you whenever he can, he's not the one. Well, you need to decide what you want, sweetheart, because this Ten of Wands is just you're overburdened with the emotions of this relationship, and I can see how it would cause you to have self-doubt, especially with somebody who works so much that they just, yeah, that's why you're dating other people. Okay. But don't do it just because you're trying to get him to appreciate you. Okay. Because that's where this king of water, this King of Cups in reverse comes in. This is the emotional manipulation. Like you're trying to get him to make a commitment to you, and it's not going to work. Right? So we need to figure out what it is we do want, because this man, he can be nice and all, but if all he, so you can find the one. Okay. Well, figure out what you want. Okay. And then let go of all of the baggage of your past relationships. That is a process that doesn't happen overnight, but that's what needs to happen so that you can find the one. So the last two cards, which I said I really love the ending. I love the ending. I love the ending. This way. This way? Yes. So the last two cards that I have for you are the Star card and the Lover's card. The Star card is all about wish fulfillment. This is about wishing on a star and finding your true love, right? So stop wasting your time with a man that is not the one. Right now, you're holding space for him in your heart, holding space for him in your heart, and probably not the one if he's wishy-washy. What sign does Hierophant represent? Hey, I was right. It's Taurus. Okay, what sign does the star? I think the star might be Aquarius, but I'm not sure. It is Aquarius. Look at me learning shit. And the Lovers, I think, is probably Pisces, but we'll see. Gemini. Oh, that makes sense too. The twins, the Lovers, the twins. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. Okay, so as far as representing things, I do get a lot of fire energy. All right, first of all, you did come out with the Taurus right off the bat. All right, we have the Taurus card, the very first card. But I am feeling a lot of fire energy, not only just because of these Page of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Ten of Wands, but because it's just this Lover card reminds me a lot of fire for some. He's a Gemini. Okay. Well, if that's what you're wishing for, then you're going to have to be direct with him. And Geminis are a very wishy-washy people in general. Just so you know. I know because my son is a Gemini. And he's constantly changing what he wants to do with his life. You know, he's all gung ho about one thing, and then a month or go by, and then maybe there's a different Gemini in your future, Renee. Maybe he's not the one. Maybe he's there just to show you how to fine tune your radar for what it is that you are looking for. Okay. And I feel that might be the case. And that's why you have the Ten of Wands to let go of the unrealistic relationship with this man and set your sights on something that would suit you better. Blah, blah. That's how it feels to me. Taurus, I felt very strongly. The Star card is representative of an Aquarius, but I wasn't getting a male vibe from that. I was thinking more along the lines of that being you wishing on a star, like I said. But it does represent Aquarius. I would look more towards Taurus or Gemini. And I feel like this man will be a few years older than you. Okay? All right. We are going to move on to Miss Jessica. Jessica, do you have a question, or do you just want a general energy, whatever comes through for you? I don't want to take up too much of your time. Can you do past lives? Oh, I'm not doing past lives tonight, honey. That's not what we're doing tonight. We're doing tarot card readings. And these are about what's going on in your life right now. Like general would be just whatever message wants to come through the cards for you, or you could do like Renee did and ask specifically for a love reading or career guidance. Anything like how to deal with your sister, whatever. Okay. No, it's okay. It's quite all right. I understand. But we're not doing past lives tonight, my love. But feel free to book a private reading if you want to do past lives. My private readings are $60 for 30 minutes. All right. I don't understand that language. Okay, Alicia. Do you have a translator? Okay, I just don't trust this. How, Robert, it's not your card reading. Whatever message, okay, great. Alrighty. Let's see what the cards have for Jessica. What do the cards want Miss Jessica Sanders to know? What does she need to know? What does she need to know right now? What is important for Jessica Sanders to know right now? What does she need to know? General messages. What does she need to know right now? Two more cards. There's one. All right. And two. Okay, Miss Jessica. All right. I have a very direct message for you, my darling. Okay, it's 11 for 5 cards and 22 for. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Thank you for the purple hearts. I appreciate you. Okay, I have a very clear, direct message for you, Jessica. Okay, I'm going to tell you what the cards are. You have the 3 of Cups in reverse. You have the 5 of Wands in reverse. You have the Queen of Cups in reverse, the 8 of Wands in reverse, and the Hermit card in reverse. The message that I'm receiving from these cards for you is that you have been spending too much time alone in your head, beating yourself up about things that have occurred in your life, things you've said in your life, different ways that you feel like you have regret or remorse about different relationships, actions that you've taken or not taken. In other words, you're spending too much time being your own worst enemy in your head. And it feels like there's a lot of negative talk going on here. There's a lot of negative self-talk where you're talking down about yourself, degrading yourself, kicking your own butt. And it just feels to me, hun, that this is a very dangerous path that you're walking on right now. Okay, because, you know, we all have things that we wish we could change, but that doesn't mean that they're supposed to be different. And sometimes, even though we might not see how these situations have benefited us, doesn't mean that they haven't benefited us. At some point in the future, you may have that clarity, like, I shouldn't have called, my cousin a weasel. And then, a week later, he broke his leg and I feel really bad. I mean, you never know, right? You never know. Maybe your cousin needed to hear that. Maybe he needed to check his behavior. All right. So, like, I understand about regrets. We all have them at some point where we wish life is not perfect for anybody, first of all. But you're really beating yourself up lately. And I really don't like that at all. And the advice from Spirit was very direct. Get out of your own head. Stop spending so much time overthinking everything. Get out of your own head. Get out of your own energy. Get out of your house. Go do something. Okay? Trying to find out what the 23 donation was for, please. What are you talking about, Elspeth? I just told you what it was for. It's $11 for 5 cards, hun. But if you want 10 cards, it's double the price. It's $22. Okay? It's just 11 or 22. 5 cards or 10 cards. Okay? Stop being around yourself, because you are your own worst enemy, Jessica. You're literally sitting on a ledge contemplating whether or not you should jump. And if you're fucking thinking about whether or not you should jump, you should just turn your happy ass around and go see somebody that likes you. Let them give you a pep talk. Okay? Hey, Barb, how are you? So, very clear message from the cards for you, my love. Stop beating yourself up and take a break from that behavior. Go do something nice for yourself. Dye your hair like I'm going to do. Go see a friend that you haven't seen for a while. No, you're quite all right, Elspeth. It's quite all right. I felt like I just said it. I miss you too, Miss Barbara. All right, Jessica. I hope that helps you. Take a break from your self-sabotaging mind. Okay. All right. Next, we have Miss Tanya. Miss Tanya, do you have a specific question? Hello. Miss Rose, Shaylin, we're doing paid tarot card readings tonight, my love. If you would like 5 cards, it's $11 donation. If you would like 10 cards, it's a $22 donation. And there's 4 different ways to make that donation in the description box of the video. General, what Tanya needs to know. You got it, girl. What does Tanya need to know? I have a feeling about money right now. I don't know if you're in a committed relationship, but just from the cards that I was seeing and the story I was getting from the cards, that you might have a disagreement with your partner or somebody close to you about a financial decision. So let's see what else we got. Starting with the 6 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. This to me could represent like a raise. Okay, Miss Elspeth, I'll put you on the list, my love. There you are on the list. This could represent a raise or a promotion or both. 6 of Wands with the 10 of Pentacles. Queen of Wands, feeling very empowered and in your boss energy. I love that. This could definitely represent you, especially if you're a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Who in the world? Oh, wow. This is a very powerful first 4 cards, honey bun. It feels like you are, the dominant force in your relationship or your life. Are you in a relationship, my darling? You're not in a relationship. It wouldn't surprise me if the past comes up. So this is you conquering the world pretty much right now. Like things are going your way. You're conquering the world. Look at you sitting on top of the world with the world at your feet. You're definitely in your power mode. I don't recommend giving up that power if the past decides to pop its ugly head up. You're in creative mode. You definitely are. Look at all that. I feel it. There's a lot of passion coming out of those 2 cards together, and I truly love it. I feel like with the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles, not only are you in creative mode, but you're manifesting. Ooh, I got the Unknown card. So this card is just for this deck. It's not for any other deck. It's just specific to this deck. And this is part of your future that I'm not supposed to tell you. So there's some unknown quantity coming up here. Let's see how it affects you. Ah, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Somebody's sticking a cog in the wheel. Something is going to slow your roll, babe. Slowing the roll here. We're dishing out some karma. Like, honestly, like you have the world. Look at the mirror. Look at the mirror. Interesting. Something's going to shift you or attempt to shift you. And then what happens? And then King of Pentacles in reverse. We're going to fall a little bit. Our confidence is shaken here. Ace of Wands in reverse. You're going to, someone's trying to steal your thunder. You can see that happening. I see it as well. What is the outcome here? What happens when this pops into her life? Let it be a warning. Something's trying to stop you. Four of Wands in reverse with the Four of Cups. Girl, why you gotta let people fuck with you? Honestly. Four of Wands in reverse, disharmony, out of balance. Four of Cups, depression. Please tell me you're not a water sign. This would make perfect sense if you are, though. It's like you work in waves. It's like you get. Oh, Barb, did you send a donation? It's like you work in waves, Tanya. It's like you're up and you're down, you're up and you're down, you're up and you're down. And it looks like you're in a cycle. And it looks like you need to really try very hard to stay in the energy you're in, sweetheart, because something's going to happen to knock you off your kilter. And then before you know it. Okay, Barb. I got a lot of Taurus in your chart. It's a family cluster. Oh, yeah. I would definitely put some walls up around you, okay? Because it feels to me like if it's family issues, we don't know where it's coming from, but something's going to knock you off your A game, and it's going to drain your energy, and it's going to pull you out of this creative vibe that you're in. And that's garbage. And I hate that for you. And it's going to take you a minute. I mean, here with the Four of Wands in reverse, you need to be aware of how you're feeling. You need to be aware of the effect that people have on you, honey, okay? And what can we do to change this? Yeah. Don't let other people make decisions for you. You do what you need to do to keep yourself in a good space, okay? Don't hang around and wait. You just bull through it, bull forward, just move, okay? Libra, you're always trying to do what's right for everybody. You're always trying to please everyone around you. Makes sense? All right. Goodness gracious, dear. I was so excited at the beginning. I'm like, oh, look at this boss. Look at this queen. Look at this queen of fire. Look at her. Okay, so I had Alicia on there. Okay, let me see, make sure I have everybody that sent a donation. I just wanted Renee, Jessica, Tanya, we just did. You're welcome. And then Sherry, I have Alicia, I have, and then Barb. Fabulous. Okay, just making sure. Okay. Next, we're going to do Miss Sherry. Sherry is popping in as Facebook user unless it's somehow fixed. Sherry Putnam. Sherry Putnam, do you have a specific question? Alicia, you are after Sherry. You're next after Sherry, okay? You're welcome. Let's see what we have for Miss Sherry. Hi, hun. General is fine. Okay, that works for me, my love. So it says Facebook user, but that is Sherry Putnam. Seeing the Ace of Swords when I'm shuffling. And the Queen of Pentacles. New ideas about how to reach your financial stability. Yeah. Okay, great. All right, let's see what we have for you. New ideas on how to achieve financial stability. All right. That was the brief message that I got while I was shuffling. Let's see. Why are my cards stuck? Are you stuck? Look, my cards are stuck. Are you stuck right now? Are you feeling stuck right now? Whoop, whoop, don't go anywhere. Dropped one. Whoop, dropped two. My goodness. Okay. These all came out together, so I'm going to set them right there together because those are one message for you. The Two of Pentacles, making up your mind. Knight of Wands with the Moon card, deciding which way to move forward. The Moon card is all about using your intuition. Hello, Denise. No, I got you, Elspeth. It's Sherry, Alicia, and Elspeth. Yeah, you're the third one, Elspeth. Here's that Ace of Swords again, coming up with ideas. Coming up with ideas to make ends meet, coming up with ideas to get ahead. Page of Wands, feeling a lack of creativity. It's like, again, stuck, being stuck. Knight of Cups in reverse with the Six of Wands. Ay. All right, let's do three more. What's the advice moving forward here? What advice do we have for Miss Sherry? Make up your mind. You're giving yourself too many options, babe. You hear all those bikes? One more card, please. Give me another card for her. Awesome. So here's this really interesting combination of cards that I got for you, Sherry, and it's super cool. Okay, so the beginning of your reading, you have the Two of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Wands, and you have the Moon card. Now, as I've mentioned before, the Moon card does represent intuition, using your intuition, being in touch with your intuition. However, it's almost like you haven't been trusting your intuition because the Knight of Wands is walking away or, on his horse, riding away from his intuition. You have been doubting yourself. You've been doubting your choices and actions. And now you're at this point where you're the Two of Pentacles and you're trying to figure out, how do I make this right? How do I get my life back in balance? How do I get everything back in order? Like what can I do to improve the situation? Okay. You have the Ace of Swords here coming out with the Page of Wands. You're feeling stuck. You're feeling you're feeling like you can't do anything right. Like everything you try just blows up in your face. I'm sorry you feel that way, honey. I wish you didn't feel that way. All right? It's going to be okay. All right? You have the Knight of Cups in reverse with the Six of Wands. Nobody even tells you you're doing a good job. Nobody even, it's like every time you turn around, people are down on you. They're not giving you any kind of credit for getting as far as you have. Your life has been hard. Your life has been fucking hard, and people just don't even realize that. They don't even realize this shit that you've been through. And you're still standing. You're still standing, Sherry, aren't you? I mean, you might be sitting and crying right now, but when it's all done, you're going to wipe your face and you're going to stand up and you're going to keep going because that's what you do. That's what you do. Right? The advice for you, my darling, the advice for you that I have, okay? No matter what people say, no matter what kind of bullshit is thrown at you, no matter what, you know you're a strong woman. Look at you. This is you, the Six of Wands. You know, you're a lion. You are a lion. You have the strength of a lion. You can get through anything life throws at you. And the advice that I have for you, my love, you have the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Four of Cups, and the High Priestess. Don't let the things of the past determine your future, all right? This is the second time that I've said this today. Don't let what you consider to be the mistakes of the past keep you from making decisions and moving forward. Okay, this is what I want you to do, Sherry. I know it's hard and I know it's stressful when a situation comes up, all right, and you know, we think, okay, here's my solution and I'm going to try this, and then you immediately start doubting your decision because, well, when I tried things in the past it didn't work out. Well, that's the problem. That's the problem right there, is that you are doubting yourself. Yes, it's hard to forgive yourself, but let me tell you what, Sherry, there is not a single thing in your life that you can change except for what you do today. You can't change any of it. The only thing that you can do is learn from those situations and take that wisdom with you moving forward, and don't make the same mistakes again. And I know that it's hard when you have decisions that remind you of things in the past, but that doesn't mean that you're going to make the same mistakes. Go with your intuition. Two cards coming out, the very last card and the third card coming out, both representing your intuition. Okay? The universe says, hey, you're not an idiot. Stop treating yourself like you're an idiot. Stop treating yourself like you can't do anything right. Okay? Give yourself a little bit of credit here. It's been hard. It's been really freaking hard for you. I'd like to see somebody else get through it as well as you have. You're alive, okay? The universe wants you to trust yourself, and the universe wants you to tap into that inner wisdom that you've gained from all of these life experiences and use it moving forward. Do not doubt your decisions anymore because you have learned, Sherry. You have learned, okay? You didn't go through all that shit for nothing. Take everything that you've learned and just tuck it away, okay? The knowledge, not the pain that you experience. We don't need to hold on to that. Hold on to your life lessons and use those to make wise decisions moving forward. That's what the universe wants you to do, okay? Trust yourself a little bit more. You have gained so much knowledge over the course of your life, all right? Just got to learn to trust yourself a little bit more, okay? And I know forgiveness is hard, especially when we're trying to forgive ourselves. But I want you to do this exercise for me, okay? I want you to think about something that you regret. I want you to think about a situation that you regret the decision that you made. All right? We're going to think about that for a minute. I want you to go back to the moment that you made that decision. All right? I want you to go back in your mind, put yourself back in your shoes of when that situation, whatever the decision it is that you regret. Let's go back to that moment. Okay? Can you do that for me? Okay. I want you to think about if the decision that you made in that moment was what you thought was the right decision at the time. When you made that choice, did you think it was the right thing to do for you? For you. Was that the right choice for you at the time? Hi, Karen. Yes, it was. So you have absolutely nothing to regret. You did what was right for you. You are supposed to be doing what is right for you. There is no wrong answer. There is no wrong choice. As long as you are doing what is right for you, you are on the path that you are supposed to be on. This life you're living is a life that teaches you how to be strong and fallible. Some of us just sign up for the hard shit so that we can be empathetic and compassionate to other people because we've experienced so much pain in our lives. Sometimes that's just how it is, love. Okay? There was no wrong choice. You have nothing to regret. You did what you thought was right for you. You're welcome. I'm so glad you came on tonight. You're welcome. I hope you have a wonderful night, Miss Sherry. And I hope you let that little seed bury itself deep inside of you and let yourself go forward being the strong woman that you are. All right. Next, we have Alicia. Miss Alicia. Had this Eight of Pentacles coming out here. Are you working overtime, Alicia? What's going on over there? Work and financial. Okay, what's coming up for Alicia for work? Yeah. that I literally just said working overtime, didn't I? Many blessings to you, ma'am. Working overtime, trying to catch that bag. All right, let's see what we got for Alicia's work situation moving forward. Yes, Queen. What do we have here? Knight of Swords in reverse with the Ten of Cups. Chariot with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Hermit in reverse with the Nine of Wands. Has your work recently cut your hours, Alicia? Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what, hello, these two cards are meaning here together. I have different ways that I can interpret this. No. You were out ill. Okay. So there was a reduction in your pay because you were out sick, or are you on salary? Let me see what I got here. So the possible loss. Okay, that does make sense. I will say that that is a possibility for sure. I have the Chariot card coming out with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This signifies to me losing income, and it's probably not going to be too far off as far as this is concerned. You're questioning, whether or not you can continue to stay. You have the Ten of Cups. This is all about happiness and family and things of that nature. And then you have the Knight of Swords in reverse. It's like you're questioning whether or not your family's going to be happy, whether you can keep this harmonious life, this state of living here. Sorry, I got a little bit of heartburn going on. You're concerned about this job loss. Knight of Pentacles in reverse with the Chariot. The Chariot sometimes represents justice, as with the black and white horses here, balancing karma and things of that nature. But this is the concern here, and I do see it as a possibility. Let's look over here. We have the Hermit card in reverse with the Nine of Wands. I feel like you need to maybe, almost feels like you need to talk to somebody about this. Is there like a boss or somebody that you could probably talk to about this, and explain what happened? It almost feels to me like they're not clear on why you were out of work, or they're not clear on how long you were out of work, and maybe they feel some type of way about that. And it feels like maybe you need to discuss it with them. Maybe you need to explain why, even though for an example, even though my doctor's note says this many days, I had to take this many because of whatever, right? Like, explain it to them, because I feel like that's what's needed here. Then you have the Fool card in reverse with the Page of Wands. Don't do this again. Obviously, be more careful in the future. You had COVID and they know it. Okay. It just feels to me like they had an expectation, is what it feels like to me, with the Hermit card in reverse and the Nine of Wands. Like they expected you to be back sooner than you were, or something. I don't know. It just feels like they had an expectation and they want an explanation. It's what it feels like to me. Okay. And with the Fool card in reverse and the Page of Wands in reverse, the Page of Wands in reverse is, it's like not, it's almost like you're not 100% yet. Still feeling a little peckish. Your health is not completely recovered back to your old self. And so with the Two of Swords and the Seven of Swords in reverse coming out, the Two of Swords is all about being aware of your situation, not being in a state of denial. As you can see with this card here, she's blindfolded, but she's literally, there's nothing keeping her from taking that off, but she's choosing not to see the situation for how it is. Seven of Swords in reverse, feeling defensive, needing to defend yourself. So again, back to the message of explaining the time frame. It feels like we need to explain the time frame. I don't know. It's just a very strong message for you, Alicia. Maybe they're not as understanding as we would hope. Okay. So, I do feel like there's a definite possibility of changes in job for you. Okay. But I think that we should definitely talk to a boss or somebody like that and explain explain the timeline to them. Like, look, I started feeling really gross this day. I thought it'd be better in a day or two. Went and got a test. This is my test result, blah, blah, blah. And for some reason it's taken this long. Maybe it's long COVID. I don't really know, babe. And just let them know, that you're not feeling completely up to snuff yet. Maybe, maybe there's something you can do remotely for that job. Maybe there's some kind of remote work that you can do for them, which might, it will show them that you want to come back to work, but you're not, at 100% and able to be around people yet, or whatever the situation is. I feel like there needs to be a conversation with them. They definitely want to hear from you. They want to hear, a status report, maybe. You do work remotely? Okay. Somebody's not thrilled in there. Okay. Look, I just split the deck and I had the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is walking away from a situation. The Ace of Pentacles is a new financial opportunity. Queen of Wands. Three of Wands. Yeah. That Two of Swords was right. You need to decide, if you want to keep working from home, or if perhaps pursue a different kind of job. Maybe this job is very stressful or time consuming for you, and you're just not up to snuff right now. Definitely feels like there's a lot of questions as far as maybe upper management, or it just feels like they want to have a chat. So be open to talking about that, okay? It almost feels like there's whispers. I don't know. Stupid motorcycles. It's hard to hear messages with those things. Yeah, just whispers. I think we should have a talk with the boss. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Sharing details. You're welcome. I hope it helps you. Okay, now we are on Elspeth. Miss Elspeth, how can I help you? Hi, Tina, how are you? Financial answers. I'm waiting for housing or housemates and health, or whatever spirits want. Okay, they're not really going to do a health in the cards. But I can ask about your housing situation and your house. Do you currently have housemates? Hun? Yes, you do. Okay. Tell me about Elspeth's housing situation moving forward. Two of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Feels like there's always people around you. It feels like a lack of privacy, or is this just how she's feeling? The World in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. feels like you're stuck right now. It feels like you're in a financial bind. I don't know if maybe Chariot card is also the health card, and that did just come out. And the Five of Cups. So it feels like you're concerned about something health-wise. It feels like you might get some feelings of regret or missing an old way of life that you used to have, things you used to be able to do, life the way it used to be. It's like crying over spilt milk almost. Yes, definitely for both things. I'm wonderful, Miss Tina. Thank you so much for asking. Getting ready for my trip, leaving in 2 days. Nine of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands. It's like you want to win the lottery or something and just get it all taken care of. It's like you want a miracle. Is what I heard. Like you truly just want a knight on a shiny horse to come in and rescue you. Just make things better with a magic wand. Manifest it, girl. Manifest. Yes, definitely for both things. I barely think about the past. I do want it stronger again. Just a little baby miracle. Just a little one. What is, see the outcome of the situation? Outcome, Two of Pentacles. You have options. What are her options? I heard the message before the card fell, and that was really cool. All right. I like that. That's great. All right. We need to step outside of the fear, babe. Literally, the option that you have is to pull yourself out of the emotional haze. Okay. Pull yourself out of the emotional haze. You have this Four of Swords in reverse, which is not feeling safe in your body, not feeling safe inside of yourself. Okay. And you need to pull yourself out of that. You need to pull yourself out of the emotion. In other tarot decks, the moon card is represented by a woman underwater looking up at the moon. Okay. So emotions represents water. And so you need to pull yourself out of that. Okay. Pull yourself out of your emotional state and see what your options are. Okay. So right now it's just like, we feel like we're never alone. We feel like there's just things happening that you have no control over, and that things haven't been going your way. Knight of Pentacles with the World in reverse. It's like everything's kind of falling apart. It almost feels like. And then you have that Chariot card with the Five of Cups. This does represent a health issue, and I am feeling like the lungs. Right? Is this where this is happening? And this is making you very depressed and sad. But you can't just sit around waiting for somebody to save you. You have to save yourself. Okay, Nine of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands. This is your tiny miracle. You're quite capable, my darling. You're quite capable of manifesting this tiny miracle. You need to get out of the energy of fear. Right now, it kind of sneaks in on you, okay? The fear sneaks in on you, and it's really hard to get past that when you're wallowing in the vibration of it, okay? Yes, No control. Feel like a mushroom. Heart and lungs. I made several calls last week. Answers next week. Okay, so we need to work on the lesson of patience right now. Do something to distract yourself from the fear of the what ifs. Okay. I want you to do something to take yourself out of that fear energy, because like I always say, the more energy you put towards it, the more you are able to manifest it, right? And if you're putting all your energy towards the worry about what these test results are going to be, you're giving these test results power over you. And that contributes to your lack of control. You see how this is a vicious cycle? So don't give these test results power over you. Okay? Yes, Linda, that could definitely be what that means. Yeah, she could definitely be earthbound if that's what you mean. I don't. That would probably make sense. Hi, Karen. How are you? So, for the advice that I got for you, my dear, is the Two of Pentacles with the Moon card and the Four Swords in reverse. Blue light helping back and lost Dr. Trust last week. Okay. You just need to keep looking for a doctor until you find one that you're comfortable with, all right? I'm doing well, Karen. Thank you so much. As I said just a few minutes before you came on, I'm getting ready for my trip to Wisconsin. I'll be leaving in a day and a half, almost 2 days. And so tomorrow is going to be packing and all of that stuff. And I'm not sure if I will be online. So this will be the last time you'll see me online doing readings until after the 15th. He claimed he knew and didn't tell me. Yeah, no, that's no good. Time for a new, did he give you a reason why he knew and didn't tell you? Linda, I got you on the list, hon. Yes, it'll be a lot of fun. I'm going to do two events where I am doing live readings. So if anyone's interested in those live readings that I will be doing in Wisconsin on the 9th, which is Tuesday coming up, and the 12th, which is next Friday coming up, the information's in the description box for you to purchase those tickets. And they are $25 apiece. The readings tonight are $11 for 5 cards or $22 for 10 cards, and we're doing tarot card readings, okay? It wasn't in the official records. I read myself, and he said he never tells people. Okay, so look, this is making me feel like he had intuition, Elspeth. Okay, as just because he's a doctor doesn't mean he doesn't have intuition. And if he didn't put it in the official record, he didn't have an official diagnosis. All right, maybe he just intuited. I don't know the reasoning behind it. I guess you would have to ask him. All right, but it feels to me like you need to let go of your fear. Let go of the control these tests have had over you. I've had a scare before myself, and I know you're going through a very hard time. And I'm not trying to take away from that whatsoever. I'm trying to get you to give your brain a break from worrying about it all the time. Okay, take a moment to get out of the fear energy. Do something that's relaxing and calming that you can, not have to think about this medical situation that you're going through. Okay, give yourself a break from all this stress energy that you're creating. All right. All right. Next, we have Miss Barbara. Barbara, do you have a question or do you want a general? It's been a while. Yeah, it has. Job and relationship. Do you want to do 5 for your job and 5 for your relationship? Good. I'm glad you're tackling that. Don't let it run yourself crazy. That's right. Don't let it. Okay, that's what we'll do. 5 cards for the job, 5 cards for the relationship. Are you currently in a relationship, Ms. Barbara? All right, 5. Well, 1. 5 card 2. These are jumpers. This is really easy tonight, Barb. The cards are eager to talk to you. Tell me about Barb's job moving forward. Interesting. Interesting. All right, now let's get 5 cards for job. Okay, we start 5 cards for Barb's relationship. We are doing paid readings tonight, Miss Annette. What is your partner's name? Is that the wolf you kept asking me about? Is that a nickname? Look at Barb's relationship. Five cards for Barb's relationship. Their official name. Okay. One more card. One card, please. One last card. Buckle up, Barb. Okay, here we are. We're going to take a moment to breathe. Okay, as far as your job is concerned, we are starting with the this is gonna suck. We'll see what happens. We're starting with the 8 of Swords in reverse. Usually when the 8 of Swords comes out, it's not that great of a card because it represents being in a state of denial, okay, and not trying to get out of it. But this is in reverse, so I consider that to be a little bit better. Okay, wishful thinking, I would say. Wishful thinking for sure. And then you have the King of Wands in reverse. So the King of Wands in reverse is somebody who feels powerless in a situation. And it's interesting, or, just a lack of power, or perhaps a shift in power is what I'm hearing. I was concerned when I saw the Tower card came out next because those first two cards didn't give me a very good vibe. Now, with this card, as far as this is concerned, I was drawn to the storm. Okay. I was drawn to the storm and reminded that you live at the beach. So this right here is telling me that there might be a storm coming in your area, or there might be some kind of damage created from a storm. I know the Gulf Coast has a lot of crazy weather in August. Okay. And it just, that's what I was feeling with that card. I felt like there might be some kind of physical damage from a storm, maybe to a structure. There's a chance there are changes that come in your organization. Yeah, there's some kind of physical damage or physical shift happening here. But the Four of Cups in reverse is telling me that there's not anything that you have to worry about with this, okay? But I do feel like a storm is coming, okay? And I mean that in a very physical way. So it could actually be, a weather situation, which it truly feels like that to me. It really does feel like there is some kind of storm coming your way. Like one of those hurricanes or something. And then I also feel like it also has to do with the power shift, the dynamic in the power shift. But with the Four of Cups in reverse, like I said, this is coming out of anxiety, coming out of a feeling of fear. And then the Devil card is talking about our connection to, this represents Capricorn, of course, right? The Devil card represents Capricorn and material wealth and material things, and your connection to that. So it might just be that we need to take another look at, how do I say, like the reasons that you love what you do, the reasons behind it. Is it monetary? Is it because it gives you things, or is it something that you truly enjoy doing? And I feel like it's something you truly enjoy doing because you've been at this job for a while now, right? This is the one that you went to train in Florida. Like you've been, like you bounced around for quite some time, right? But I feel like this is the Devil card is just a check yourself. Okay, check yourself and make sure you're not becoming too attached to certain materialistic aspects of it. Okay, so there's that. Now, the relationship. It's not good, Barb. I don't have a single good card here. I wish I did. It gives you satisfaction. That's wonderful. I love that so much. Barb, I do my best. I'm trying for you. You have the Magician in reversed. This is a lack of manifesting, a lack of creative energy to move forward, the creative drive. You have the Lovers in reverse, which is like a twin flame or a karmic relationship. You have the Three of Cups in reverse, which represents being alone and lonely. You have the Knight of Pentacles, which that just means you're moving towards something. And then you have the Strength card in reverse. Losing willpower, losing strength. It just feels like and I split the cards up. I've got the Magician card over here with the Lovers in reverse, and then the Three of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Strength in reverse. It feels like this relationship is growing apart. Maybe there's some distance. I put distance between these two sets of cards. I'm not really sure if there's too much distance between the two of you that you can't manifest a stronger bond together. I'm not really sure, but it just feels like right now that this is not, we're not getting the connection that we need, and it's making you feel maybe a little vulnerable. Oh, it is a long distance relationship. Okay. And it just feels like this, it just feels like there's, and I actually did, I mean, I have the cards sitting like this far apart. It feels like there's some distance here in the relationship, and it's contributing to a lack of growth. So that's where we're at right now. Okay, the Magician in reverse, the Lovers in reverse. This is the Lovers in reverse always gives me pause because it's not a bad card. But coming out after this card with your job with the Devil, like what is it you want? What is it you want to have in your life? What is it? What is your what are you passionate about? What are you obsessed with? The Devil card. What is your obsession? Um, is it real? I mean, I feel like you're supposed to know this person, but is it? But is it? But is this person the one? Let me ask the cards if this is the one for you. I will shuffle the cards and I will do a yes or no answer. Is Wolf Barbara's forever person? All right, we'll shuffle. Is Wolf Barbara's forever person? Is Wolf Barbara's forever person? Don't get mad at me, whatever they say. And the way this works is I'm asking the question of the cards, and I'm going to make 3 piles of 13 cards. I'm going to flip the cards over, and if I get 2 or more aces, the answer is yes. If I get 1 ace or less, the answer is no. All right, ready? Oh, that would be a lot of fun. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Spirit doesn't lie. Spirit doesn't lie. 2 aces. So maybe you got to figure it out. You know, maybe you got to figure out a way to reduce some of this distance between y'all. Maybe you need to go for a visit, you know. Spirit doesn't lie. Okay. Good luck, Barb. Thank you for getting a reading tonight. Oh, come on. You were mad at me. And I know you were mad at me, and it's okay. I know you were. It's all right. I don't get mad at people when they're mad at me. So, Linda, and then Kathy Bratz. Miss Linda. Never. Hi, Miss Linda. Do you have a specific question for the cards or just whatever comes through general for you? I know, I'm sorry. I don't know why you're not up here. Don't you have a motorcycle, Barb? Why aren't you up here at the rally? I'm just kidding. I know you have a job. General. Okay. You got it. Let's see what we get from Miss Linda. All right, Miss Linda. What does Linda need to know today? Oh, that's underwire, I swear. Empress in reverse, okay. Feeling powerless in a situation, feeling stale. Five of Pentacles in reverse, not feeling appreciated, not feeling, what do we got here? Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. It seems to me like life has kind of been turned upside down a little while here, and that you might have, yes, and that you might have been feeling very powerless in life, powerless in your relationships, and not really able to feel secure in yourself, not able to depend on yourself, and count on yourself, and feel like you can handle whatever the world throws at you. Eight of Wands. Hey, look at that, Tracy. Yes, true. And then you have the Eight of Wands coming out with the Emperor in reverse. This could be because you miss hearing from someone. Did you lose somebody? Possibly a partner. This feels like you lost somebody that was important to you. We're doing paid readings tonight, Miss Tracy. And we need to figure out how to move forward. Two of Swords. You lost your mom. Okay. This is what's shocking. That you've caught me? Eight of Cups in reverse. It feels like you want to turn back time. It feels like you want to take everything back, and that you keep wishing that you'll wake up one day and she'll be there, but that's not the way that it works. You miss talking to her. You miss being able to lean on her. You miss being able to share things with her. And you're having a hard time moving forward. You don't really know how to move forward. Okay, and so this is about your support system. No problem, Elspeth. No problem. You do feel so alone. Yes, ma'am. Oh, I know. I'm shocked. Well, it hasn't even been 2 hours yet, Tracy. There's been a lot of motorcycles going by, though. They've been pretty loud. People can hear them on the live. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Having to do everything alone. Ten of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're in a dark place right now. I feel like you're really overburdened in your mind, and I feel like you feel overwhelmed. There's Three of Pentacles in reverse with the Ten of Swords in reverse. It's like you've lost two very important people to you. You're having a hard time moving forward. You don't know what to do every day when you wake up. It's like you just keep being stuck in the fact that you're never going to see them again. You're never going to talk to them again, and you don't know what to do. And I feel like this has been. I don't feel like I have a lot of support. Right. I also rode a motorcycle. Oh, why aren't you in this Sturgis rally? I'm joking. Recently had spine surgery. I don't feel like I have a lot of support. I understand that. Yes. All those bike vibes. I understand that. It does feel like you're taking on a lot by yourself. Ten of Swords in reverse. I feel like, let's get some advice. I know these already got your 10 cards, but I feel like I want to get two more here. Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings coming for you, dear. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Swords in reverse. You have to stop feeding the pain. You have to stop. The universe is trying to ask you to be a little more secure in yourself, be a little more confident in your abilities. Four of Swords in reverse. This is feeling anxious. This is feeling not safe. This is feeling like you can't depend on yourself. You can't do for yourself. And then we're being reminded of all this pain that you've been through in the last year and everything that you've gone through and how you feel so alone. But we are all alone, but never alone. Okay? You're never alone. You're a shining star, but we are all connected. And your mother, you know, it's very possible that the reason she hasn't moved on is because she doesn't want you to feel alone, because she wants to stay with you. So you don't have to feel alone. Okay? It could be that she's tied to you in that way. She's got such a strong bond with you that she feels better being with you than being without. Okay, Virginia. So I don't think that you should look at it as a bad way. I mean, I don't honestly feel like your mother is stuck. I would love to give you a private reading to connect you to your mom and your best friend. I would love that, Linda. So please, by all means, keep that in mind for after the 15th when I get back. I don't want you to feel like she's stuck because it feels to me like she just where she prefers to be. I feel like it was her choice. Okay? Oh, I don't feel that at all. I don't feel like your mother is a terrible person. I don't feel like that's accurate. Okay? I don't feel like that. I don't feel like your mother was a terrible person. And that's not a very nice thing for them to say. Okay? Especially when you're mourning somebody. That's a very disrespectful thing to say for anyone. Okay? And unless your mother kicked puppies and punched babies, you know, I don't see that. I don't see that at all, Linda. Okay, so I just please don't let people, you know, your mother better than somebody who, you know, some reader. Well, no, she didn't kick puppies and punch babies, so she wasn't a terrible person. Okay, so don't you think that? All right. Okay, next we have Miss Catherine. And who is Kim Schwartz? You're welcome. Kim Schwartz has requested $22 instead of sending $22. I'm going to decline that because You did it wrong, and that's okay. People do it wrong all the time. You're not the first. You're not going to be the last, Kim. But if you are trying to make a donation for a reading, Kim, please go back into PayPal and pay instead of request. Okay? All right. Now we have Kathy Bartz. Absolutely. I would love to help you out, Linda. You're welcome. We are doing paid readings tonight, Priyanka. All right. And did somebody else say that Virginia, where did you send that? Oh, I see. It's on Venmo. I got you. Boo. So Kim Schwartz, I need you to send it again because you sent a request and not a payment. All right. We are doing Miss Kathy Bratz. Are you here, Kathy? Okay, no problem. So, she's trying to figure out how to. Oh, Linda Elspeth is telling you about her personal experience with a private reading. I do offer for an additional $10 charge on top of the reading cost to give you a video copy, private video copy on YouTube that you can keep forever. All right. Kathy. Kathy, are you here? It's your turn. What is this? Watching my Pomeranian puppy, and I seen someone his backside. Okay. Earlier this evening, I was sitting on the grass watching my Pomeranian puppy LaPure, and I seen someone his backside, his fur on the end of his long hair. I thought it was shit, but I grabbed it, and it was a freshly fallen feather off of one of the sparrows in my pine bush. It was funny, and it's the sixth feather I found in 2 weeks. Amazing stuff. I was cracking up over this feather being caught on puppy's fur. First of all, Puppy LaPleur is a funny name. Second of all, why would you be grabbing shit off of your dog's tail? Stop right there. Just stop right there. Okay, Kathy. Kathy is not answering. Virginia, is Virginia here? We're going to skip Kathy for now and go to Virginia. Virginia also paid for a reading. Why do that? Okay, hi, Virginia. Do you have a specific question for the cards or just whatever comes through for you? you have a specific, okay, here we go. Summer business is lawn care. I am worried what to do over the winter. Well, if you had a snowplow, it seems like that's what lawn care people do. Advise for Virginia for over the winter. Not listening. Well, I don't see what the winter would have to do with it. Whatever just comes to you. Okay. When you lived in Florida. Okay, Tracy, if you had a lawn business when you lived in Florida, what did you do in the off season to make money? It's interesting that two of you are here commenting right next to each other, Virginia. The universe brought you here so you could ask that question and maybe get an idea. I feel like you have to have a solution to this in order to rest easy. Okay. And I feel like a new idea, fertilize lots so they grow faster. I mean, you could always do what other people do and get a power washer and power wash people's houses in the winter. You know, people like that stuff. Power wash businesses, power wash people's houses. I still cut grass and eventually we started our own golf cart business and it went very well. Hey, look at that. Maybe you need to expand. You definitely need to expand because you have this Ace of Wands here, which is about starting a new endeavor. This is about the passionate energy of creation, creating a new business. Ten of Swords to relieve the stress that you have and to stop the repeating cycle of being in this have money, don't have money. What do I do? This is the solution. What do I do? This is the solution. You don't know if you should keep the business. There's a very good possibility that first of all, I think you should keep the business. The very first card you have right here is the Eight of Cups in reverse. You should keep the business, but you should think of a solution so that you have a constant revenue stream. Because right now you feel disempowered. You feel like you're out of lack. You feel like you're, going through the motions here, but you're constantly struggling and worried about what do I do when this happens? What do I do when this happens? Perhaps it's time for you to expand your business into a different area so that you do have a fallback plan. Yes, Miss Whitney. Okay. So instead of just putting all your eggs in one basket, have a couple of baskets, girl. And if you have to hire a couple of people to help, then make sure you hire trustworthy people. And, and if business slows down, they can go find other jobs. You know what I'm saying? It just feels to me like you need more than one revenue stream. Because having one revenue stream has not worked for you ever. Yeah, golf carts are great. I've noticed them in small towns in Texas. People are using golf carts on the street now. Here, all over Sturgis, people rent four-wheelers and drive them on the streets. Like, it's a really good business to get into if you have the cash for it. Um, but yeah, there's all different options here, and the Ace of Wands with the Ten of Swords is saying that to make sure you have two. No, we have always had two jobs at once, not since COVID. Well, it's been a couple of years since COVID. One revenue stream does not work for you. One revenue stream does not work for you. So get another one, okay? But stick with the one. This one, I think this one is good for you. Eight of cups in reverse. Definitely not time to walk away from it. Brittany, my darling, we're not doing mediumship readings tonight. We are doing tarot card readings, okay? But I am a medium, and I do mediumship readings. All right, but if you would like a private reading, we can arrange that. But I will be in Wisconsin this week doing events, doing in-person public spirit messages, in a setting. And tickets are available for that if you're in the Wisconsin area. If not, you would have to wait until I came back on the 15th to get a private reading. But my private mediumship readings connecting to your loved ones who've crossed over are $60 for 30 minutes. But I would love to help you do that. Okay. Decorate these golf carts, and I actually named it Hole in One, and it still carries that name. Well, that's great. Awesome. I think everybody came over here. All right, tarot card readings. All right, so that was Miss Virginia. And now we have Miss Kim. Miss Kim, do you have a question for the cards or whatever comes through for you? And she's messaging me on my page. So she said, thank you. You're welcome, my love. If you are in the Wisconsin area, I will be in Millston, which is southeast of Eau Claire, on August 9th. And I will be in Fond du Lac, which is on the eastern border of Wisconsin, on August 12th. Yes. Tarot card reading is yes. And a general reading for Kim. Okay, great. I wish you could be there too, Kim. She said, I wish I could be in Wisconsin. Let's see what we have for Miss Kim. Chariot in reverse. Seven of Wands with the Fool. Knight of Cups. Oh, your son lived up there? That's awesome. I feel like you're at war with yourself a little bit right now, Kim. I've got these cards coming out here. You've got the Seven of Wands. You've got the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Chariot in reverse, the Fool card. It's almost like your heart and your mind are in a disagreement. Seven of Wands. It's a battle. Eight of Cups in reverse. Should I stay or should I go? Very true on many levels. Yeah. Six of Pentacles. You're spending a lot of time thinking about the way things used to be in different situations. Five of Swords in reverse. You need to stop beating yourself up. The Devil. You need to stop beating yourself up about about things that you let people get away with. Oh my gosh. Oh my, yes, I do. It's like it's like, and the Devil card could also represent an addiction, or having an addiction in the past, or having a lot of regret or remorse about things that you did when you were in the cycle of addiction. So there is that. Or being addicted to somebody and letting them treat you some type of way because, you love them, or whatever. Last card, Hangman in reverse. You need to allow yourself to move forward from this space. Okay. It feels to me like you're kind of torn between going backwards and going forwards with somebody. You have the Chariot in reverse. Things are kind of slowed down right now. You're not making a lot of progress, so you feel. So you're kind of beating yourself up about it. You want to move forward. You want a new life. But then the other part of you is like, no, be happy with what you have. You should be grateful, but then you're also like, I'm just going to stay and stick it out because maybe things will get better. Maybe things will go back to the way they were before. And, and then you're blaming yourself. Maybe I'm the toxic one. Maybe I'm the one that, that's the bad influence. Maybe this is my fault. But the last card you have is the Hanged Man in reverse. It's time to stop waiting. It's time to stop waiting for life to change. I am laughing right now because this is spot on. Okay, thank you. Hi, Virginia Flores. How are you? It's time for you to stop waiting. It's time for you to look. It's time for you to take the hand off of your eyes and stop waiting. Okay. Things are not going to go back to the way they were before. They will never be that way again, is what I just heard. And you need to allow yourself to be in the now and to move forward, because you've been tied up. Like, this is you in the past. Like, you're tied up and you're hanging around and you're waiting. You're just waiting for things to change. You're waiting for things. Stop waiting. They're not going to change. Could this relate to an adult son, mental illness and addiction, living with me, and I do feel like I'm not able to do the things I want to do? Absolutely. Absolutely. I did mention addiction with the Devil card. Okay, I did mention that. And this Five of Swords in reverse could represent the mental illness. So this absolutely could have to do with your adult son that's living with you. It feels like the word that came to mind was hindrance. . I feel like you want your son to be, in addition to me trying to figure out if I should retire. Yes. I feel like you want your son to be the boy he used to be, and that's not who he is. And I feel like we need to accept that. Your son has problems that he needs to take care of. Yes. Look, Five of Pentacles. You are not feeling appreciated. Look, you with your son. You want your son to appreciate everything that you do for him. You want to be acknowledged. But he doesn't. He doesn't. Look, he just throws all your hard work and energy on the floor. Yes, now I'm crying. Thank you. It's really hard. It's really hard to see the man that he's become. And I really think you should stop blaming yourself for that, Kim. All right? Your son made his own choices. He needs to take better care of himself. You don't have to do everything for him. You do blame yourself. I know you do. The Star card in reverse. You're going to have to put your foot down here, okay? You're going to have to try to get him to make more decisions for himself. You're going to have to stop blaming yourself for where he's at in life. He made choices. He made choices instead of dealing with life. He chose the path of addiction. He needs to make the choice to fix that. Okay? It's not completely your fault. First of all, I mean, you're responsible, sure, for the environment that a kid grows up in, and but honestly, he's the one that goes out and makes that choice for himself. All right, you're not responsible for him any more so now than you would be, a stranger walking down the road. And I know you would like to have your little boy back, but that's not the life path that he's put himself on. And he needs to start being more responsible. If he has mental illness, he needs to get counseling. He needs to get medication that will help with that. He needs to take care of himself. It's not your responsibility to do everything for him. He's an adult. He needs to start acting like one. So true. All right. Well, I hope that helps you, Kim. Kathy, are you back yet? Kathy, are you back yet? Elspeth, you can watch Home Shopping Network on TV or online and see the awesome mobility vehicles they have. True story, Elspeth. You sure can. You're welcome. You're welcome, Kim. Thank you so much for getting a reading tonight. I'm glad I could help you. Okay. So, if that is going to be all of it, I'm getting hiccups. Who's got the hiccups? Hi, Facebook user. Hi, Misty. I don't know who this is. Who's this? Who is it? The motorcycles are back. Motorcycles are back. Motorcycles are back. Oh, hi, Jim. Why does it say Facebook user? That's weird. I don't think it's hiccups. It's not burning. Maybe you're talking to somebody else. I don't even know. It's good to see you, Jim. How have you been? How's Florida treating you? Looks like you moved to the right state at the right time, huh? Before all that bullshit COVID happened, right? I'm wonderful. Thank you so much. I also moved. I live in South Dakota now. I moved out of Texas a couple months ago. So, anywho, yes, you do have a great governor. Yes, he's a good, very good man. He is. Tracy said she lives in Bonita Springs and Fort Myers years ago. How lovely. Okay, I think the donations are going to be closed. It is. It's beautiful out here. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's gorgeous. It was a good move. I know. A lot of people are getting completely screwed over in New York and New England right now with all the shit that's going on up there politically. But I'm glad you got out. Glad you got out alive. Shit, dude. Woo, I'm tired. Well, it's 10 o'clock here, y'all, and I'm pooped, and I know the bikes are going to be waking me up in the middle of the night because they did. They did last night. The bikers coming up the steps. My dogs went crazy. I live in a duplex. So Sophia, Colleen, you just got here. Gosh darn it! Two more people want to get cards. Okay. Real quick, if you can make a donation real quick, I'll do your cards. But then I really gotta go because I'm sleepy. 2 hours and 18 minutes already. Bikers get the munchies. No, they're out until all hours of the night, Elspeth, during the rally. Um, I don't think they were coming in until after the bars closed at 2. And they're, from what I understand from my landlord, they are from Sweden. They had their bikes shipped over here to Denver, and then they flew to Denver and then drove their bikes up from Denver, which is a 6-hour drive. I haven't personally met them yet, but they seem like a nice group of people. Going to bars at 10? Oh, for sure. My hands are getting sore from the cards. Holy smokes. You just want to sleep? I hear you, Kate. I sleep, but I don't know. I'm so exhausted when I wake up lately. But I get really solid sleep. Like I don't wake up. The only time I wake up if my dogs bark, and they only last night was the first time they did that because the bikers just got here yesterday for the rally today. Because I live in Sturgis, Jim. But yeah, so I'm tired. And it's hot as the dickens outside, I tell you. It's a different kind of heat. it's a different kind of heat than I live in a 1930s house and am so curious about the history. I need a spirit. Find any records online. Aw, I'm having a hard time over here. My goodness. I'm really, really tired. Yes, it's dry as heck. Tracy, this big, huge thing of water, I drink like 5 of these a day, and I'm still just so thirsty all the freaking time. And I don't know, like it feels like it's closer to the goddamn sun, for Christ's sakes, because you go outside and you're instantly getting a sunburn. When I lived in Texas, it wasn't like that at all. It's probably because of the elevation. I don't know. Wish I knew what was haunting my old house. She tormented my kids, mostly my son. Ooh, that's no good. Is anybody else making a donation for paid reading? It's not worth it. You mean is what? It's not worth it. I'm gonna have to go to sleep. Like I just have to. Right after I eat that peanut butter cup that's been teasing me for days. I'm a weird one because I'll go to the store because I'm in the mood for chocolate and I'll get like 3 different kinds and then I'll just eat them a little over time. But that one I've had for probably almost a week. Is it worth it living here? Yeah, I really like it, Tracy. I really do. I like it here a lot. I mean, I'm not too fun, but the bike rally is temporary. I'm not fond of all the noise and all the people, but when they leave, it's a good sized little town. I think Sturgis is like population 7,000. It's a good little town. There's a little bit bigger towns in either direction, 20 or 30 minutes away, and Rapid City is huge. It's absolutely huge. There's plenty of things to do year round. They have winter sports in Deadwood. Deadwood's a very interesting town. That's only like 30 minutes away. So I'm just pooped. So if nobody else is going to make a donation, I'm going to go because I'm tired. But so sorry. Sorry about that, Clean. I'm going to be in Wisconsin. I'm going to be in Wisconsin. The shows are 3 hours long. I will be in Millston, Wisconsin at 7 p.m. At TK's 400 Club, and those tickets are in the description box of the video. I will be at the VFW in Fond du Lac, and those tickets are in the description box of the video. They're each $25 for tickets. So if you're going to be in Wisconsin next week, come and see me. I'm doing live readings in person. Have a great night. Thank you, everyone, for joining me.